Hey everybody, happy Monday. I'm going to turn the camera around, make sure it's recording. And it is, like always. I'm still really tired, but I think I'm going to try to tell you about more of what God's been doing lately. So, yeah, I'm talking quietly because I think my parents are going to go to sleep soon. And they got back. I thought they weren't going to get back until after my birthday, and I thought I was going to be home alone on my birthday, but I'm not. So yeah, tonight's my last night of being 16, and I'm really sad about it. 16's sort of been the age that I always thought was the best age. I don't know why, but it's just always been my dream age. And I've had fun. I've been content being 16, and now it's my last night. And tomorrow I'm going to be 17, and I'm going to be old enough to watch rated R movies. Like, just go to the theater and watch them. Like, I've never done that before. I know a lot of people just go and break the rules, but I can't because that conscience thing, it's kind of psychotic. Sorry. But so, I'll be old enough to go see rated R movies, and that's just weird because I feel like every day I'm becoming a little bit less and less like a little girl. And it's weird because I've always pictured myself as a little girl. Well, not always, but I didn't when I was a little girl. When I was literally a little girl, I thought I was an adult. I don't know why I thought that. But now, the more I grow up, the more shocking it is, because to me, I'm still a nerdy little 6th grader. I mean, I know that I'm growing and I'm changing for the better, but for some reason it sneaks up on me sometimes. I'm not sure if I told you about this, but I was drinking coffee the other day, and I've had this coffee mug since I was a little girl. Well, we've had it like in our family since I was a little girl, because it never broke, so why throw out a perfectly good coffee mug? And so I was sitting there doing my homework, and I picked up the coffee mug, and I took a sip, and I didn't spill the coffee on my face. Let's just pretend that didn't happen. And I took a sip, and then I looked down, and there was a lipstick ring left around the rim, and I just had this freaky moment where it was sort of like a flashback, because I remember when I was little, I would always identify my mom's coffee cup by the lipstick ring left around the rim, and now I'm leaving my own. And it's terrifying, but exciting. And like I told you in my last video, Kristen and Mike, they want me to get involved in the youth ministry, and so today I have been praying about it all day, and I'm going to take it on. I'm going to try to go through that door, and I'm excited. I'm really excited, but real life is starting now. It's just so surprising. So, I was going to tell you some things. Let's see if I can look back through this. Oh yeah, while we were at the conference, there was this chapel service where we had a question and answer time. And 3 questions were asked. And I had answers for all 3 of them, but I was not in a position where I could answer them. And I just want to give what my answer would be. So one of the questions was, when I'm angry with God, how do I forgive him? And she gave this example where, like, if somebody dies, if a loved one dies, you're going to be angry with God. So how do you forgive them? Well, my answer to that would be, first of all, everybody gets angry with God sometimes, and we're lucky, we're blessed that we serve such a merciful God, because he understands that. He built us with human emotions, and he even commends us for wrestling with him sometimes, like in, I think it's Genesis 16. Let's see if I'm right. Nope, that's not right. I can't remember the reference. I'll find that for you, and I'll put it in the description or something if I remember. But he commends us for wrestling with him, because that means we're taking him seriously, I guess. Maybe that's not completely true. I'm not completely certain why he commends us for wrestling with him, but there was this man in the Bible, Jacob, I think it was, and he wrestled with the angel of the Lord, which some theologians believe is Jesus before he came as a human to die on the cross for our sins, because the Trinity was always there, because, God, the Father, Son, and Holy Spirit, is outside of time. So some people think that the angel of the Lord is Jesus. Anyway, so Jacob wrestled with him, and he was blessed for that in the end. One sec. My stupid dog barks at everything. She barked at a fire hydrant one time. It gets so annoying. It's like, it's a freaking fire hydrant. What is your problem, you psychotic little dog? Anyway, so he commends us for wrestling with him, so it's okay to be angry with God. And it's okay to ask questions. So don't feel like that's not alright. But what's not okay is to assume that he ever did anything wrong. We never need to forgive God. That's a really dangerous line of thinking, because God isn't human. He is God, he doesn't fail. God is love, and love doesn't fail. God doesn't fail. So thinking that God ever fails is dangerous, and just, it implies that you have this unrealistic sense of entitlement, where you think you're deserving of something, even though you're not. The way I look at it is, this girl is a Christian, so this is a Christian point of view. I'm not sure if this is going to help you if you're not Christian, but hear me out. Like, okay, so God gave us his son. He lived his entire life for us, always serving us, always taking care of people. That's what he did with his life, and always teaching us and everything. And then he went and he let us kill him. We murdered him. We took God's only son, whom he loved and he was well pleased. I don't know, that's confusing with the whole Trinity thing. I can't explain it because I don't completely understand it. But in this context, it's like God not only had to suffer the loss of a son and the loss of a father, because there was so much sin put on Jesus' back that day that God had to turn his face away, but he also endured the physical pain of everything we did to him, and then all of the heartbreak of us betraying him so many times. We don't get to have a sense of entitlement. We don't get to be angry at God when somebody we care about dies. And I know that's harsh, because death is something we were never supposed to deal with. Death was never supposed to happen. But it's true, and I'm sorry if that sounds insensitive, but that's the best answer I could give. Which, I don't think PJ did a really good job answering. Like, he was along the same lines. He was the one that was in the position to answer these questions at the conference, and I wasn't. But I just wanted to, like, throw that in there because it was a thought, and I wanted to get it out. Then one of the other questions was, what if I cannot forgive? What I learned one day in church was, forgiveness is a revolving door. Like, you'll have the door, okay? And you're standing on the outside and you're angry, right? Then, and the person you're trying to forgive is also on the outside of the revolving door, but on the other side. So what you do is you go through the revolving door, and inside the building is the realization that you have sinned as well, and that you're in no position to condemn anybody, that you, like, bruised and crushed Christ, and that you're gonna sin again and break God's heart more in the future. And with humility comes forgiveness. You can only receive the ability to forgive people that have really harmed you when you get the forgiveness from God. That's the only way. So, yeah, then there was another question that was, what are the fruits of the Spirit? And the answer to that is, hold on. The fruits of the Spirit are love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, and self-control, and those are qualities that you obtain when you have the Spirit. They're not things that you have to do in order to earn the Spirit. They're what you're capable of after you have the Spirit, which is cool. So, yeah, which leads me into a different train of thought. I'm so sorry, I know I'm pausing a lot. I'm just really tired, but I have a lot to say. please stay with me. I know it's boring. I know it's boring. This leads me into a different train of thought. See, what happened with me for a while was I tried to organize my faith in a way where I would, like, take the Bible, right? And I would see it as nothing but a guidebook. And I would get frustrated when things wouldn't be listed out, when there wouldn't be a first step, a second step, and a third step to being a good Christian. But the thing is, the Bible's not just objective. It's living. It's something that you incorporate into every part of your life, which is why it wouldn't make sense for it to be a simple guidebook laid out with steps. So, I guess that's all I have to say for tonight, but thank you for watching, and I hope your days went fantastic, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.